Dr. Hansen, although your talk to Congress in 1988 was widely reported, strangely, your talk to Congress 20 years later in 2008 was not widely reported, even though you met with our national press in 2007. It was the 20th anniversary of your 1988 talk that shook the world, and yet I could only find Annie Revkin's account in the New York Times that you advocated for a moratorium on coal-burning power plants. But the New York Times left out what I felt was the most important part of your speech. No American newspaper actually reported what I thought was the highlight of your speech. I did, however, find the text in a British newspaper called The Guardian. You called for, quote, the chief executives of large fossil fuel companies to be put on trial for high crimes against humanity and nature. You said this in front of Congress and the press. This was 2008. You called for the CEOs of large fossil fuel companies to be put on trial. So, Dr. Hansen, how do you account for the omission of your incredible and brave statement in all of our national newspapers?
Incredible, brave statements don't normally get the attention that occurred in 1988. That was because what got the attention of the public was the ongoing extreme climate anomaly in 1988. It was a tremendous drought throughout much of the United States. The Mississippi River had almost dried up. The paddle boats were stuck in the mud. And it was more than 100 degrees in Washington, D.C. on the day that I testified. There were fires that year, unusual. So it was Mother Nature that conspired to give our science report the attention that it needed.